I'm Tina, guitar player from Berlin, and today I'd like to talk about outside playing. I found that video from Noah Kellmans about Brad Mehldau, and he's really like dissecting different parts of his outside playing on the piano. I'm just like having a look on the guitar today, how we can use that stuff because it's so cool. And you know, playing inside, that seems to be very clear. It seems to be very clear which notes sound inside, for example, on a D-7 chord, but the question is, are the rest of the chords automatically outside? And outside seems like endlessly full of possibility, which it is, but still Noah is presenting some concepts that I'm going to use today as well, just to give you some tools that you can use when you're playing and just to give you some fresh ideas. So this is one of the first ideas. I recorded the F major 7 9 chord. Then I started improvising with the E major scale, resolving it into the F major scale. I really like that sound. It sounds really, really cool. So just take care that you really resolve this sound and play a very clear F major sound at the end. So in this 1-6-2-5 progression, the 5 chord gets replaced by the 4 minor chord. Right, we are in E flat major, the 4 chord would be A flat major, and the 4 minor chord would be A flat minor. And instead of playing the 5 chord, which would be the B flat 7, he's playing the A flat minor 6 chord. It's nice to use cluster sounds in those voicings, like for example here the B flat and the D flat. So with the guitar that's a little bit more tricky than with the piano because we have this wide distances. Still try to use them, and at the end of the video I'm also going to show you some other ideas how you can play more clusters on the guitar using open string. So basically what I'm playing here is a D flat major triad with a 9, D flat major triad, 9, root. And then just a chromatic passing note. And that fits into the G7 sharp 9 chord very well. So in the beginning of the video I've been improvising over a 3-6-2-5-1 in F major. And one trick that Noah shows in his video, which is very cool, is to think about the second chord as an E at 9 chord with a G sharp in the bass. That would be this voicing, for example. Just take an E triad and replace the root with a 9 like this. And if you can, play the G sharp in the bass. Just try to find your own voicings, and then when you improvise over this section, you could also play E major on top of this chord. And don't be afraid, you don't have to tell everybody in the band that they're supposed to play that chord. You can just do that by yourself. It will sound very cool. Let's tweak that chord progression even more. So we're starting A-7, E at 9 with the G sharp in the bass. So now we have the G-7, C7. That's a 2-5-1 in F major. So we're going to tweak the C7 into its tritone substitute, which is the G flat 7, right? But on top of that, we're going to also think about the 2 chord for the G flat 7 chord. That's the D flat minor. Then we're going to play D flat Dorian and G flat Mixolydian, just like we would do if we would meet those 2 chords in a random 2-5-1 encounter. And last but not least, I'm playing the E major scale over the F chord. And you can hear it maybe, I'm still trying to find some melodies and use the melodies on the different chords, and just like, you know, like a red string, like a thread that is going through the chord progression, some small motives. Don't forget what I'm playing and just like keep on trying to develop that story. Noah took a lot of those examples from nobody else but me. This whole recording is so beautiful. If you don't know Noah, check it out. I really love it. And there's a part in that song where we have that very typical chord progression of C major. And now it's getting really interesting because one sound that you can apparently play over the E flat diminished chord is B-Lydian. I never tried to do that. I'm going to do that now, so let's freeze the chord. So if you're a little shy about playing out, there's a very good place where you can start doing that. Those are the turnarounds. That's where you can really inject your own stuff and check out some nice chords, but most of the time nobody is playing in this place. So here are some turnarounds that Brad Mehldau is using. So instead of playing the 1-6-2-5, he's playing like. And the last tool Noah is talking about is extremely cool. He's talking about a major triad with a 4 in it. And yes, that really blew my mind because I learned from the beginning to avoid the 4 in a major triad. But let's check out how we can find some cool voicings on the guitar and how cool they really sound. And then play the minor third on top of that. It sounds really cool. I hope you had a lot of fun with this video. If you like this video, you could also like this video about the major 7♯5 chord, which has a very interesting structure that you can use in a lot of places. Let me know if you have any questions and just write them down in the comment section below, and I see you next week. Bye!